Hello everybody, welcome to our new episodes that are going to be showcasing World vs. World and how I command. Hopefully I can give you helpful tips and help you guys rock it out and really get that extra juice. As I look at commanding in World vs. World, same as almost like PvE in some ways. You're just helping people to get to the right positions in the right places at the right time. Sometimes it's not very easy, as you know, one of the key things is always look at the maps that you have, see if you could see swords, or you feel like there's places that you need to defend or attack. It shows us that right now you can see blue is taking over a lot of the area. So right now blue has the biggest force out there right now. So as I look at the map, I just wanted to look around and see where maybe some of the Doliacs are, how many, what stages are each tower in, which tactics they have. I think it's important to find out and just look at all those things, because as you attack certain things, you're able to position your people to be successful. And if you're trying to attack a tier 3 camp like QL, but your side of the map has no upgrades and no supply, it's going to be very difficult to you to siege that enough to attack. Some of the things I do, as I look at a lot of different positions on the board, like we were talking about, and figure out where the Zergs are, and making sure that we have the place that we could surprise the enemy, because right now you're always just kind of like figuring out where the areas that you could be more successful at. If blue has, for example, right now blue seems to have a lot more on this map, then you'll see that it's you can see the swords down there at the very bottom of the corner. So that kind of tells me that green is attacking blue, and if they're attacking blue, they cannot be up here attacking us. But they can be few, but right now we don't see anybody, but I do see swords down there in that corner. And so here I am taking the opportunity to make the best possible choice for the team. Even right there you can see that people had died from the champion. There's no other heroes other than the champion. So there's a lot of people that are new. Some people don't have the right gear, armor. A lot of people are not in voice map, so that makes a huge difference. Yay! SMC is ours! So claim them for bragging rights, and also to start all your upgrades and important buffs and enhancements that are going to be your auras or supply traps or sabotage depots, or especially like SMC, it has cloak in waters, so cloak in waters is cool to use as a tactic. I use often. And now I'm looking at the map right here. I see swords at Langer. I'm saying, okay, we can take Duriels. So timing is of the essence. It really becomes that. As you can see, I've already killed. They're over there waiting for the waypoint, the sentinel area. So I'm coming over here. I got infinite katas. I'm going to line them up right back here. Right now I know that there were swords down Langer. So if I can get as many things as possible that I can, then that's great. But right now I'm looking at supply, like where can I get the supply at? I have some time. Well, you know, this is an important step too, is these side quests over here on the side things. Right now, these are the ogres, and these are important stages. So this allows you to detect enemies, helps you control your areas better. So right now we're just attacking the champion. The champion gives you extra points towards flipping the area, so I use it like to kill it. Plus it might give you a bag that is legendary. So now I got people over here. We have flipped it easily because everybody grouped up. Now we have time to go get the camp. I see swords still on the bottom. So people have already initiated some of the setups. So right now we got 75 supply. I'm just gonna run by the katas that I put down and see if we can get them built. If not, then we will need to go get supply. Looks like we might have to get some supplies, so we'll just see if anybody can build anything. And you know, one of the biggest things too is just making sure that everybody feels welcome. You know, in World vs. World, I welcome all players, new players, old players, people that have one finger, or people that play with the Xbox controller like me. So anybody that chooses to play the game, I respect them. I like the enemies too, you know, even though you might be yelling at some of the enemies like, oh, how did that person do that? But it's important because this helps people have sportsmanship, and winning and losing shouldn't just always be like, I gotta win every single time. It's about having fun and engaging and just having fun with your community. Poor, my guild, I love them to death. I'm so glad that I can have them. Group of people that just want to have fun and not have contention, and you know, some of the guilds in this thing can be very overwhelming, telling you, hey, you need to do this or you should do that. Well, this is your game, so don't let anybody tell you what you should or shouldn't do. You make your own choices. And if those choices align with the people that you're playing with, then great. But I found that there's always good people around. So you make the content. If as being commanding in World vs. World, I would choose to make my groups and the people feel welcome. And when they get in Discord, we chat, we laugh, we have a good time. And to me, that's relaxing. Instead of people that are like commanding you to do certain things in the guild. You need to do this, or you need to pay us so much gold to be part of the guild. And you know, people that donate their time and stuff in my guild, I appreciate. It makes everything happen. The food, the tactics, all the little things that are about and around to make the group better. A lot of times when I come up to a tower, I just want to make sure that I can get rid of all the siege that is going to prohibit us. The cannons, the mortars, big part of how this tower is going to go down. I'd like to make sure that as a group we can be effective. If I just run up there, there's going to be a lot of siege coming back from the other keep. You'll see here in a second, as I start destroying some of this siege up here, the cannons, the mortars, that you'll see mortar fire come from their keep. So somebody's already there. So it's not a surprise that we have people over here. We haven't even started on the walls, but now we have a chance before a lot of people, or the defender enemies, can get to the tower to use the siege. But here we are, we have a lot of group chasing us. This is the big EBG group. Nick at Night. Hopefully we can. Oh, look at. And one more leap. Sometimes it's always about repositioning too. Like right now, a lot of people can't fight a group as big as them. Plus, it's not. They're all comped up, and probably they're all in Discord right now, just chatting along and talking about what's going on. I suspect that blue group is kind of like that. Our group later at night, poor. We got a lot of people on Discord. We got, sometimes we have, I would say sometimes I see 30 to 40 to 50 people in our channel. And it's important. I think Discord is important. If you're going to incorporate that in if you can. I know a lot of people in certain times don't want to do it, but if you can get a group that can actually engage and talk to each other, it makes a whole difference. And you can get a lot of things accomplished. Right now, there's a few people on this Discord as I'm running around, and it does make a difference. We have now taken SMC. Blue group is pretty big. Their attack spaces become very narrow. They can go to another BL, or they can go to the other side, out green. But right now it's like, well, their attack space is starting to shrink as we start to try to attack them and to take their stuff. They're probably not very happy. One of the things that we do in our guild, we do a lot of training. We do a lot of builds that are designed as the meta progresses. We help each other grow and to achieve what they would like to achieve. If you really want to be a great player, I think it takes practice and it takes time. And sometimes when you're left out here in World vs. World, unless you find that right group, you're kind of left out there alone. So when you're coming from those different game sections in Guild Wars 2, it could be daunting because there's no really any direction saying, hey, you need to do this, or you need to go do this. There's no NPCs, there's no arrows. And I really feel like this game mode is really the most end game of Guild Wars 2. There are game modes like fractals and raids and PvP and PvE, but those all lead up to getting you gear, to getting you more experience how to fight, or how to get money so you can buy items and expand your characters and stuff. But the World vs. World is the end game. And here we are looking at this monster fight between green group and stuff. So for me, I'm just like, well, we're gonna take a little bit of the cookies, the sugars, and kill a few people and see if what we can do. Waiting for the group to come down, because they're probably, what is going on here? And it could be scary because there's just all this stuff going on. But to initiate and get some kills, that's what we want to do. We want to get some bags, and that's what World vs. World is about, is killing people and taking towers, taking things. And I hope that you enjoyed some of this commentary. I will be doing some more and creating such a level where we'll talk about different comp groups and how to fight them and engage them. I hope to see you as a new commander or an old commander. Come on out. Hope my guides can help you grow and become a better commander and see the maps not just in one-dimensional, but multiply, so you can have the best rewards with your group. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Look forward to you guys. Have a good day.